In this video, we're going to be comparing the Google Pixel 5 versus the Samsung Galaxy A71 5G. Now with the Google Pixel 5, we're getting a 6-inch display versus a 6.7-inch display with the A71 5G. So without a doubt, the A71 5G is the larger phone of the two. Now there certainly are some benefits with having this bigger display, especially if you're going to watch video content here on the phone, or if you're going to browse the web, or really do anything, whether it's social media, reading articles, all that stuff will be better here with the larger display. But on the other hand, with the Pixel 5, we're getting a smaller, more compact form factor, so this phone will be easier to hold, and also it'll be easier to put in your pocket. Now both of these devices have very bright and clear displays. You're going to get really good colors and also great viewing angles as well. But there are some differences. With the Pixel 5, we're getting an OLED display, and with the A71 5G, we're getting a Super AMOLED Plus display. So they do use similar technologies, and in general, I think both do look really good. Now with both phones, we're getting 1080p displays. With the Pixel 5, we're getting a PPI of 432 compared to a PPI of 393 with the A71 5G. As far as the aspect ratio goes, with the Pixel 5, we're getting a 19.5:9 aspect ratio compared to a 20:9 aspect ratio with the A71 5G. So the A71 5G will be a little bit more narrow and taller, but then again, 19.5:9 is also pretty narrow and tall. And then finally, with the Google Pixel 5, we're getting an 85.9% screen-to-body ratio compared to an 88.3% screen-to-body ratio with the Galaxy A71 5G. Now, as far as the form factor goes with both of these phones, one of the things that I do like, especially with the Pixel 5, is that we do have pretty much symmetrical bezels all around. And with the A71 5G, the bezels are also pretty small, but it does seem to be slightly thicker on the bottom. But in general, with both of these phones, you are getting very small bezels. And then up top here, we are getting hole punches for the front-facing cameras. Now, the front-facing camera with the Pixel 5 is 8 megapixels. And as you can see, it is situated off to the upper left. And then with the A71 5G, the front-facing camera is situated in the center, and we're getting 32 megapixels for the actual camera. Now, with both phones, we're getting 128 gigabytes of internal storage, but with the Pixel 5, we're getting no microSD card expansion, and with the A71 5G, we do get microSD card expansion. Now with the Pixel 5, we do get wireless charging, and there's no wireless charging with the A71 5G. With the Pixel 5, we do have a fingerprint sensor on the back of the phone, so we'll give that a try right now. And that was very quick. We'll give that a try one more time. Very fast, so very impressive there. And then with the A71 5G, the fingerprint sensor is built into the display. So that's very fast as well. We'll do that one more time. So definitely quick there. And then with the Pixel 5, there's no face unlock. And with the A71 5G, we do get face unlock. Now taking a look at the camera modules on the back, with the Pixel 5, we have a dual camera setup. So we have a 12.2 megapixel main camera and a 16 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. And then with the A71 5G, we have a 64 megapixel main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, a 5 megapixel depth sensing camera for portrait mode, and a 5 megapixel macro camera. Now with the Google Pixel 5, we're getting 8 gigabytes of RAM and the Qualcomm Snapdragon 765G processor. And with this variant of the A71 5G, we're getting 6 gigabytes of RAM, and we're getting the Samsung Exynos 980 processor. Now, as far as video recording goes with these two devices, with the Pixel 5, we can do 4K at 60 FPS with the rear camera, but the front camera is limited at 1080p at 30 FPS. And with the Galaxy A71 5G, you can do 4K video at 30 FPS with both the rear and front cameras on this phone. Now, as far as the battery capacity goes with these two devices, with the Google Pixel 5, we're getting a 4080 milliamp hour internal battery, and it supports up to 18 watt fast charging. And with the A71 5G, we're getting a 4500 milliamp hour internal battery, and it supports 25 watt fast charging. So you can charge the A71 5G a bit faster than the Pixel 5. Now, both of these phones offer NFC, but one difference is that with the Pixel 5, we also get IP68 dust and water resistance, so you can actually submerge this phone up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. And with the A71 5G, they don't have an IP rating. But now that we've gone over the major specifications of these two devices, let's take a closer look at the hardware. Now, as far as the build goes of these two phones, with the Pixel 5, the entire side and back panel is made out of metal, whereas with the A71 5G, we have a metal band going around the phone, but then this material on the back is called Glastic. Essentially, it's like a glassy plastic, It doesn't bother me at all, but I would say that the Pixel 5 definitely does have a more premium build out of these two phones. Now taking a look at the left side of both devices, with the Pixel 5 we have the SIM card slot, and with the A71 5G we have nothing. Then on the right side with both devices, we have the volume buttons, and we have the power button. And then taking a look at the top of both devices, with the Pixel 5, we have the noise canceling microphone. And then with the A71 5G, we have the noise canceling microphone and also the slot for the micro SD card and SIM card. And then taking a look at the bottom of both phones, with the Pixel 5, we have the speaker and we have the USB-C port for charging and data transfer. And with the A71 5G, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, we have the USB-C port for charging and data transfer, we have the microphone, and we have the speaker. So the A71 5G is the only phone of these two that does have a 3.5mm headphone jack. So definitely an important thing that you might want to keep in mind. And then taking a look at the back sides of both phones, you can see they both do have that kind of squared rectangular camera module. And then with the Pixel 5, we do have the fingerprint sensor on the back. Then with the A71 5G, we don't really have anything else in the back besides that camera module. But this is the Google Pixel 5 versus the Samsung Galaxy A71 5G.